Hey everyone, it's Sam. In this video, I'm going to show you how I make my bone broth. Today's bones I'm using are beef from a cow I got. I bake it for about an hour at 300 till it's nice and crispy. I am now putting everything into my large stock pot. When I do this, I like doing a big enough batch, so I'm going to be filling that pot with water. But before that, I'm going to scrape all the goodies from those bones in there and add some vinegar and a little bit of salt. I don't overly salt because I can always add it to whatever meal that I'm making. I can always just add extra salt. So now this has boiled for around 24 hours. I let it simmer overnight, nothing like a hard boil. And now I am just going to be filling them in my sanitized mason jars. I don't separate the fat from my broth. It doesn't bother me. I just adds more flavor to the meals I use it in. If it bothers you, you can definitely separate the fat from it, but I don't. So now that I'm filling it, this is a big batch, so I'm gonna have to do my pressure canner twice. And as many of you know, I love supporting local farmers, and you pay for these bones, so why not make your own broth? Bone broth too is so good for your gut. Anyone who has any issues, bone broth will make you feel wonderful if you start drinking it daily. But I'm making this for my pantry. So now that this is the last jar that I am filling, so I got approximately 13 jars full, and I will now wipe all my rims with vinegar, make sure nothing is on there so I will get a nice seal. Once I put my lids on, I'll put my rings fingertip tight. You don't want them too tight, they will buckle. And as I mentioned in my previous videos, the broth is super hot, so I am going to make sure the water is going to boil before I put them in. So here I am topping it up, and now that it has come to a boil, I'm going to place them in. It fits 7 quarts. I didn't record me doing it, but once the lid is on, I let it steam for 10 minutes out of the vent. Once that's done, I close it and let it come to 10 pounds of pressure, and it will can for 25 minutes. Once it's done the 25 minutes, I let it come down from temp on its own, and here I am going to be taking it out. You will see the best part of canning is when you take that lid off, this beautiful view. So now I'm just removing them, and I'm repeating this step to do the remainder 6 jars. So essentially it doesn't take that long, 25 minutes, and I'm going to end up, 25 minutes times 2, less than an hour, and I have 13 cans of bone broth. Sometimes if I want to have it to drink, if you let it sit overnight instead of canning it, it will get all nice and jelly, and I'll freeze it and leave it in the freezer. So whenever I want bone broth to just drink, I take a frozen chunk, throw some hot water on it, and I have bone broth available to me whenever I need it. So now I'm done my second batch, and that's it. That's how easy it is to utilize all your bones from any animals you get from your farms. I do this with beef, lamb, pork, chicken. Once I check my seal, it's good to go for the pantry. If you like more of these videos, like and subscribe.